Well, hello everybody. So last week I had fun scalping Bitcoin's move to the downside when we made our way down to support. At this time, I was advising others to not short into support, and if that advice was heeded, then you were in great shape. So what's next? Well, dear viewer, I am so glad you asked. Make sure you stick around until the end, as it is important for you to take away the whole analysis and not just the parts you like. So the last time we spoke, Bitcoin found daily support on September the 21st. I was waiting for that support to be broken for sell side continuation. We did not break down. Instead, support held on 4 different occasions. I set my limit buy order at 10% profit, as my original short position was in great shape. Since Bitcoin was not breaking down but instead getting some bullish strength from this area, I wanted to make sure I did not lose all of the unrealized P&L. I am no longer short Bitcoin, but instead have a very near-term bullish target. As this is where most of the higher buyers are located, I want to see how Bitcoin reacts at this level. That level is the 2-week resistance at $48,787.70. If we go down into the daily chart, you can see this is also where I initiated my short position. It was on the September the 18th bull track candle. That wick is where the higher buyers are located. Those higher buyers are short stops as well as breakout traders' new stop limit buys. I will need to see what happens once or if we trade above that, as a bearish reaction from here would have me looking for new short entries, and daily closes above would have me looking for bullish entries. This is because I need to see who is in control of this market. Last month we know the sellers were in control, and the trend is your friend. So if this bullish pop takes out those higher buyers and rejects, we will know that the sellers are indeed still in control of this market. But if price does not have a big rejection, then we have to assume something has changed. Also, something of note, last month's close was above the previous month's open, so even though it closed red, it was not extremely bearish. There is time. Since we have 8 days left on the 2-week close, I will be paying more attention to next week's close rather than tomorrow's close, because a close back above 2-week resistance will be bullish. Now, on the larger front, we are still trading below the 618 from the all-time high down to the yearly open, so I cannot get too bullish until we get some more clarity, or at the very least above that. It's simply because everything below 59,598 is just another lower high, and in downtrends, pops in price usually get sold into no matter how big they are. The bigger market participants cannot just market sell an order with hundreds of millions of dollars. They need liquidity to fill those orders, and this can take multiple days for that fill to happen. So big green candles will induce FOMO buying, and that generates higher buyers for the bigger guys to sell to. So always be vigilant and above all patient. I have had a firm grasp on this market thus far and will continue to do so. Once again, I'm shorting with the futures inverse swap contract, so I'm using Bitcoin to accumulate more Bitcoin. I am a bull long term. The asset is very new. It's only had 2 down years in its entire history. Looking at a yearly chart, there is no denying nor mistaking this as anything other than what it is, and that is a bullish asset. Being an intraday scalper gives me the ability to be short one day and long the next, and I absolutely love that freedom. I'll trade Bitcoin this way for as long as I can to accumulate, and I'll keep buying small chunks on red weeks as to not fully destroy my much lower cost basis. Looking at technical indicators, you can see that the very aggressive bullish move we seen yesterday has put the RSI back above the 50 on the daily chart, and also broke back above all the exponential moving averages. So at this point in time, unless we have a massive rejection during the time of making this video, I have a very near-term bullish bias and target. The target is 2-week resistance. That target is really close to yesterday's high, so it's just going to be a scalp if I'm able to get my entry as close to intraday support as possible. I love trading volatility, and that volatility has kicked in. Bitcoin has also broke out of this very near-term downtrend. Now we just observe price to see where or if we get that intraday support test. A little lower than where we currently are, because the risk to reward would be better for bullish entries if price was lower. If you have any questions on anything, drop them in the comment section, as I always answer them. Also, I am curious, Are you bullish or bearish? Let me know what your near-term price predictions are. I would love to see where we all are in relation to others. Thank you so much for your time and for watching until the end. If you haven't already, crush that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and until next time, trade safe, trade smart, and as always, happy trading, everybody.